Happy Friday. How we doing? Sean Miller, Hipster Viz Ninja, coming at you from Kansas City, Missouri. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great week and excited for this week's Data to Dashboard series of Workout Wednesday 24. We're going to be doing week 39, and let's take a look at what we got going on. So, we've got the Sankey Viz extension. So Viz extensions were released earlier this year. Pretty exciting. And they've sandboxed the Sankey version, which has been out since they released it, which is pretty cool. What's a sandboxed? We'll get into that whenever we get to it, right? So let's take a look at this. So we're going to be building a Sankey. It looks like we've got maybe some demographic data. So we've got, looks like age group and thorough study and qualification and domicile. Interesting. Okay. So let's go get this data set. There we go. And we need table 2. Is that what it was? I think it was table 2. Mm-hmm. Just download source data here as a zip file. And there we go. All right. All right. Well, she put it on data.world. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this instead, since it's probably the formatted version. Okay, aggregated. Great. All right, so let's download this. Download. Ooh, it's a big one. 13 megs. Book this? Nah, that's all right. Thank you, though. Okay, let's bring Tableau over here. There we go. And Microsoft's downloads. Oh, it's a CSV. Okay, cool. Text file. Downloads. There we go. So last week I had the opportunity to go to Dreamforce. It was pretty cool. I just put out a blog. I just put out a blog about my takeaways as a Tableau visionary, what it meant from the Tableau side of things, what it means going forward for AI and Tableau and analytics. So be sure to check that out on my blog, on our blog at concordusa.com, and let me know what you think. You can also look me up on LinkedIn or Twitter, and I also posted a link there as well, so you can go there and get it. So check me out. Let me know what you think. While you're at it, go ahead and give me a like on this live stream, and let me know where you're tuning in from today. All right. So here we are. We're in Tableau. First thing we need to do is we need to choose our chart type. So the way that we choose our chart type is we go to our marks card, drop down marks card, and Viz extensions. So let's add a Viz extension. And you can see we have a bunch of different, so we have built by Salesforce, those that are free, those that are sandboxed, and those that work with Tableau Public. Sandboxed, work with Tableau Public. That's great. Now, let's talk about sandboxed. What does it mean? What is sandbox? What is sandboxing? Sandboxing basically means it's safe and secure. That's essentially what it means. It's not. That's essentially what it means. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to take your data and do anything nefarious with it. It's been certified essentially by Tableau as safe, and so your IT team, your IT security team, should feel a little bit more comfortable turning on Viz extensions. And if you are working in Tableau Cloud or Tableau Server, and you want to use this out-of-the-box Sankey version, you will need to go and ask them to turn it on in the extensions settings of your site. You can, and there's two checkboxes. One, allow extensions to be used on this site, and two, allow sandboxed versions to be used on the site. So those two checkboxes need to be checked on your site, and you can use anything that is sandboxed for that. So that's how you do it. All right, but back to this. So all we got to do is we just click on it, right? We just click on it, and then we click open, and you'll notice that the marks card completely changes when you do a Viz extension, right? It's completely different. It's got the wavy link line, which reminds me of the Fifth Element movie. If you remember that, that's pretty cool. And then we have different levels, and then we have detail, and we have tooltip, and then you can format it. So let's go take a look at our screenshot to remember what we're going to be building. So first thing is age group. So all we got to do is we just add our, in order, right? In the order that we want it to. We just add our dimensions to link, right? To the level, sorry, not link, to the level in the order that we want them listed out in, right? So the order matters, essentially. So then we have mode of former study. There we go. Just add that. And boom, automatically. Now, by default, Tableau is just going to do, it's going to connect it using the just number of records, right? That's what the links are right now, because we haven't added anything on link, and that's okay for right now. Mode, and then level of qualification obtained, and lastly we have domicile, which interesting. Okay, now we need to add our measure, which is just going to be this, and we add our measure as an aggregate measure to link, like that. I think no number. What? Let's look at our data source. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. This, I don't know, this is like an ID number or something like that, so we don't want that one. We want number, right? That's going to be the, yeah, that's going to be our aggregate measure. So let's go here to sheet 1. And then let's just drag out number as a sum to link. And boom, just like that, you see everything change. And that's it, which is awesome. Amazing. That's all you have to do to create a Sankey chart. I'm so thankful that they decided to put Sankeys as a pseudo default out of the box chart type in Tableau. Sankey charts are out of the box in multiple other analytic tools. So I think this was we got to keep up with the market move, and I think this is, a pretty good deal. So now all we got to do is just do some formatting, right? And that's it. So let's check out our formatting here. Excuse me. So we have the width is the number of pixels in width of our stacked bars, right? Our levels. So if we wanted to be, 200, you can see how that changes, right? 150. And then, okay, level padding. So let's see what level padding is. Let's do 10 and okay. So level padding is it's gonna basically split the stacked partitions, right? It's gonna split those out, and it's gonna add some padding in between there, right? So you could get, really crazy, right? And do a really spread out Sankey. But I think for this, let's see what 25 is. I want to make sure we can see all of the, I want to make sure that we don't lose this one because it's the thinnest one, so we'll do that. Okay, now what we need to do, let's do, what is edge padding? I believe that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be the spacing between the column and where the, it's going to be the spacing between the column and the waves, right? So that's what that is. Ignore nulls. If you had nulls in your data, you could choose to ignore them or not. Okay. Okay. So, again, just depending on how you want your Sankey to look, again, right? Behavior, do you want to align the edges horizontally so all the things go over? Or do you want to kind of split them out, right? And I don't... Yeah. So if we do... okay, so you can see here it doesn't really match, right? Like, that's... Okay, so matching edges horizontally means where this wave comes in, I want it to match on the other side. That's what this is doing. That's what this toggle does. Right? So that's pretty cool. And then we have top level headers, right? So if you want to show those or not, you can change the... Interesting. You know, what's interesting is like wingdings. Well, cool. I don't know why you would want that. Okay. Impact. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Helvetica. There's quite a few different Courier New. It's going to be kind of... I don't think I want that. Well, what's interesting now is that... can I go... Oh, no. Interesting. Okay. Well, now what's interesting is formatting. Formatting here, right? Is I don't have Tableau book in this. Right? In that Times New Roman Tahoma. No, I don't. Interesting. So if you once you move away from this, you're kind of screwed here. Okay. And you can, increase or decrease or whatever you want to do, right? So we'll do Helvetica on both because we want things to match. We want things to look nice, right? So there we go. And then you can change your color palette, which is really nice. So let's do Hue Circle, I think is really nice. Or maybe Lightning. That's a little too bright. Color Safe. I don't really like that either. Light. Ooh. Not enough colors. How's this? Anyway, I don't think it really matters in the end. Like we can just kind of play with this, right? Like we're just having some fun, right? But I think Lorna used Hue Circle or something like that. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. Anyway, so that's all you've... those are all the formatting settings you've got with the Sankey. But one of the things that this Sankey is missing, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is that right now, if you wanted to see what the values were for, like... If you wanted to know what the value of the 21 to 24 group is, and you wanted to know what percentage, what percent of total that is across the whole group, you can't do it. You can click on it, and you can see it's 1.3 million, but you can't see the percent of total, and you can't put that on the label, right? Because we don't have a label mark here, which... Now we have tooltips, but not on the bars, right? We have tooltips here, which you can see the individual waves, right? You can see the tooltip for the individual waves, but you can't see the tooltip. You can't see a tooltip for the stacked bar, which is a miss, in my opinion, right? So that's unfortunate. But I do like, one, it's so simple to put together, way more simpler than anything we used to have to do in Tableau prior to Viz extensions. So that's a plus. I will always take this over the other. I like that the hover actions are automatically built in, so you can connect the line from the beginning all the way across. I like that. But I do wish there was a little bit more formatting capabilities that you could add additional values to the bars within the Viz extension. So, but yeah, that is really it. Now, there are other extensions. So let's create a new sheet. Let's keep this here. Let's create a new sheet. There are other Sankey Viz extensions. So let's take a look at some of those. We can't put them on Tableau Public because there's only one of them. But if we just search for Sankey, you can see here that there are 3 others. So Info Topics has a few, and then Tristan from Law Data Viz put out a radial Sankey, right? And so let's take a look at what that looks like. So let's do the radial Sankey just for fun, right? And it's just giving you a warning that you're kind of doing this, which is fine. Click OK, and now we'll just do the exact same thing. So if you want to, so yeah, you can, using the free version, so the configuration is not saved, that kind of thing. So and you can see here we have a few more options here. So, and I think a radial Sankey only has 2 sides to it, right? I don't think you can put I don't think you can put multiple dimensions in source and target. So that's something to just kind of keep in mind. So let's go look at the other Sankey here. Let's go look at Info Topics one. And again, we have dimensions, we have a measure, we have detail, and tooltip. So it's the same thing, right? So we'll do age group. We'll do, what was it? Age group, mode, level, domicile, and number. Okay, so let's take a look at this, right? So here you can see that we at least get a tooltip for the bar, which is nice. We don't get the hover action to complete the line all the way across, but we can see it on either side of, right? We can see the wave on this side and on that side, right? So that's pretty cool. You can also see a percentage breakdown, right? So 39% of 30 and over, and went to 61% of. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Let's see what kind of formatting options we have here. Oh, we have a lot. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to go through all of these, but I would encourage you to just go play with them, right? Go see what they're like. And can you, let's see, sort? Yeah, we can sort. Sort descending, so that flips it. There we go. Nice. I think we have, and then we can field on some. There we go. So you'd have to do that on each of the. There we go. And then sort this. And then sort this. There we go. And then you can kind of come in here and you can be like, okay, well, I want to format it. And then you can, like, one of the things is color, right? And you can choose your actual colors, right? And you get to choose, you get to do your little color picker, right? So you don't get so that's another, right? Pluses and minuses, goods and positives and negatives, right? I wouldn't say negatives. I wouldn't say positive. I would just say, differences between either, right? You don't get a color palette, right? You don't get the actual color palette, the actual Tableau color palettes. You've got a custom color. You've got to do a custom color for each one. So depending on whether or not that's your style. Colored by dimension. Same values have the same color. All values have unique colors or colored by tag. So you can change it like that. But, now you've got, you can do background colors, label colors, those kinds of things. You can do different labels. You can alias. That's pretty cool. So lots of different options for this one, which is cool. But this is just a free version. You can't publish it. You can take a screenshot of it. You could download an image, but you can't save it. So just something to kind of keep in mind when you're looking at these. So depending on whichever one you like, you can use. So there you go. And if you want even more control, I definitely would recommend searching the community for Sankey templates. I know the Flurridge twins have quite a few different options for building Sankeys in Tableau that require some data modeling, some data densification, some data padding, those types of things. So if you want to do that, definitely go check them out. And it's pretty easy. It's pretty great. Excited for Tableau to keep developing these Viz extensions and sandboxing them for us. So with that, I think we'll call that good. So a nice, quick, easy live stream today. Thanks so much for joining. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll do this again next week. Go forth and Viz.